So that became your journey towards entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Around that time, did you then diversify into other businesses?
Yeah, I did, From that time, I started buying property because, you're hearing a lot of that if you really want to create wealth, you got to buy property. I didn't know nothing at that time, I was just like, okay, cool. Now I have money. So what's next now? I need to buy a property. But then again, I'm thinking, if I have $1 million, I'm rich. I'm like, flip, I'm rich now. I have $1 million. So I'm going to buy a property. I start spending now, buying clothes, traveling, borrowing people money, doing all type of things, And the next thing I see, I say, hey, yehlile le mali manje. Ayisekho phela kwi-meter now. I'm stopping even trading now.
Because you think you've got the money.
I'm thinking I have $1 million. So I should spend it, And I'm busy spending. And then my older brother is like, hey, dog, why you keep on spending this money now? You said you're going to buy a property. What's up? I was like, ish. Yeah. And then we started looking for a property. And then I bought my first property. Then I went back, work again and pushing. So that's where I started, buying property. Bought one in New Germany and I bought one in Assemblers in Malukshini. And I got one here at this side, Demtlang as well. So yeah.
Sure. And then you fast forward, you now start live conversations over coffee.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do that?
Well,
and maybe perhaps tell us what it's all about.
I think the reason why I started this conversation, it was because a friend of mine also tried to commit suicide. I think I told you earlier about his story, I was like 5'2" before that guy died. If I didn't came that day, I think that guy was gonna be like he was gonna die, So I had to go and help him, and then from that day, after I got into his house, we had to chop it up, me and him, and then I asked him what's going on, and then he started opening up, and I realized, what, guys need a platform to speak up because there's not much platform for guys, to speak. So that's where we started these conversations because normally we will meet out.
Was it for the same reason, like for a woman as well?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was he had a situation with his wife and stuff, So, and then he wanted to kill himself and all of that. But I saw the signs, he was busy posting on WhatsApp, posting his pictures and his kid, but he didn't post the wife. So I started noticing something is not right. Yeah? Then I reach out and then I ask him what's happening. He's like, nah, bro, I'm not going to tell you because I know you're going to convince me not to do this thing. There, try more work and then only find out that found him there, rolling on the floor and stuff, and I had to help him clean him and I sat him down. I'm like, bro, tell me what's going on. And he started opening up. Then I realized that we really need to create a platform for the guys to come and just speak, And yeah, that's where the conversation started, and then we came together with the guys that I normally chill with at Starbucks. So we normally chill at Starbucks where we're working there. Many of us are just working online and making money online. So, and then we started telling the guys, no, man, we think of doing something like this. And one guy said, no, let's put a poster, and just meet up. And then we put a poster and then guys, I think almost like the first meeting, we had like 14 people came through. And then we grew from there.
Yeah. So in your career, be it building a business online, like trading, building your career as a speaker or a life coach, doing conversations over coffee, being a property investor, are there any specific challenges that you faced and how did you overcome those?
Challenges are always there, man, For me, I've always believed that challenges are part of life. Can't run away from them. If you want something, you have to go through any type of challenge that you're gonna face. So it's been very challenging, especially speaking in front of people, kind of like shy. Even with rapping, when we used to rap, if you look even our videos, I was always at the back. The only time I'll come in the front is when I have to do my verse and I'll go back. So I've never been the type of guy that wants to be in the front.
Like leading.
Yeah, because when we started this conversation, the guys that normally he used to speak was a friend of mine, RJ. So I'll be the one who's recording him using my phone while he's speaking. And I started posting his videos and it started trending. And one time when we had live conversation, the guys were like, "No, dog, you're always recording us. We wanted to hear from you this time around." And I just spoke, and then that video trended on that day. And then the guys started saying, "You know what, you need to speak all the time, And I was like, nah, I'm not about that. I will just record you guys. And I don't want to be in the front. But eventually I started speaking, and I had to work on my skill as well because I could see that this thing is going somewhere. So I spoke to my mentor about it, and he's like, "You know what, just go for it. But you just need to learn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you've already communicated what motivated you to get into entrepreneurship, right? And the key things that actually shaped you to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a lot of people listening here might think, well, it's just as easy as that. If a girl has left you, just get into entrepreneurship or develop yourself.
Yeah.
Was it that direct and that easy? Or are there specific things or a specific process that you followed to eventually get to the space where you're like, you know what? Let me just do something with my life.
I think it was because of reading,
Reading.
I read a lot of self-help book at that time, because I wanted to develop myself.
Was it now channeling the energy from, I mean, wanting to be with that person towards developing yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I would spend most of my time like reading books and also because my main thing at that time, my brother, I won't lie to you, was to make money. I didn't care about anything else, So I was like, you know what? In order for me to really become better, I need to make money. So now how do I make money? I need to find ways and means to make money in the right way. So I have to develop myself. So I was spending most of my time developing myself, reading self-help books, and going to the gym. I used to be very buffy, bro.
You used to be buffy?
Too much. And I had those pictures on social media, So I used to be very buffy. I would go and gym like 100, So yeah, I basically that's what I used to do, bro. And it really helped me. I won't lie, really helped me to even change my mindset too. Because another thing that I was the type of a person that had so many ideas, but I wouldn't execute. I always like talk about my ideas all the time, but execution do. But then I realized, you know what, I really need to execute because it's a problem when you're smart and then you can't execute.
Sure.
Yeah, so it is a problem. So that's why I'd rather have people that are not smart than people who are smart but they can't execute. So yeah, it has been one of the challenges that I've seen. Cool.
How do you define success, and how has your definition of success evolved over the years? I mean,
for me, I think for me, success is when you are able to help people. I don't know, bro. I just find so much peace whenever I help someone. It doesn't matter who they are. I help people every day, and it does something to me. So every time when I help someone, I get fulfilled, bro.